It's showtime.
Who are these socials?
Taking down the other podcasts one by one.
Who are these socials?
That clip is why people make fun of you.
With Karl
This is all just for the radio.
and Mike.
We have a lot of business to take care of.
Who are these
We are
socials?
the number one podcast on the internet today. Welcome to yet another episode of WATS, the show thousands of people come to answer the age-old question, what's the deal with social media? This is the social media show that has fewer viewers than Destiny, but also sucks way less dick. I'm your host, Karl Hamburger. With me, as always, is Mike Geary, a.k.a. Blind Mike. What's up, Mike?
Kids, hear my words when I say this. If you create a hit character, make sure you own the merchandising rights.
Oh, boy.
You wind up me and the Scrat lady.
Oh, boy, yeah, we got to talk about that. But first, I wanted to say there are rumors going around that Mike Geary made $30 million from the Hawk meme coin, and that I won't read your super chats. The latter is simply not true. I will read every super chat. I'll even interrupt my blind co-host in a very rude manner to do so. Just a reminder that we are using the super tip system tonight. You go to supertip.gg/WATP. It's pinned in the chat. And you can super tip the show using AI voices, including a brand new one. I was told we now have the Beggy Monster.
It seems impossible.
You can super tip us using the Beggy Monster AI voice. And I was watching Nobody Likes Onions yesterday. People were having a blast with that one.
I'm very curious to hear it now, because I don't even know how they did it.
The funny part is I get a text from Patrick Melton about 30 minutes ago saying, hey, do you have Mike Geary's Venmo? So I sent it over to him, and Mike and I come on before the show, and Mike goes, do you know why I got money from Patrick Melton?
Yeah.
Do you understand that? I'm like, yeah, he feels bad that he stole your property, your intellectual property.
It'll be
and
one
is
of those
not profiting
stories
from
one
it.
day where it's like, Mike Geary got $50. Patrick Melton's worth $4.9 billion.
Who's going to play you in the movie? Army Hammer is his big return.
That's what I wait to see.
Right. Now, Mike, I watched the Blind Mike Project, and you are right. I had way too many clips of your failed interview on Kirk Minahan.
I couldn't believe it.
I know, and let me just explain this. So the last episode, we were off last week for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So 2 weeks ago, we did an episode, and I decided to really get you with some clips.
But I was like, I could have told you about this. Just ask me the story.
I know. I understand that. What happened was a faithful listener sent me over an episode and said, hey, you got to check this out. They're all ragging on Mike for screwing up this interview with this guy.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be a 5-minute segment. I was going to pull a couple clips. We'd laugh about it, whatever. It went on and on and on. And I don't know if you understand this, but part of my nature is that I'm thorough. So I listened to the whole fucking segment, and I was actually deleting clips. I'm like, I don't need this one.
It's a good show. I understand that
Yes.
aspect of it. Yeah.
Right. So you were right though when you came on by Mike. You're just like, I don't even know what he was doing. He played like 30 clips on there. Didn't make any sense to me. And you were right.
My favorite was you go, now that is Steve Robinson, the producer. I was like, I know the guy.
I was talking to our audience, you idiots. I'm not talking to you. I'm trying to. This is how I do it. When I'm playing clips, I set up. I don't know who the characters are, what their roles are.
What a pro.
That's what I do. I'm a pro. That's what I do, Mike. Anyway, I apologize for that. That was stupid.
Quite all right.
It was a long segment. What's more important for our show is dictionary.com named the word of the year.
Oh my God. I've been waiting.
Did you hear what the word of the year is this year?
I didn't.
It wasn't weird.
This feels like a Scorch segment, but
Yeah, right. You're not going to believe this word of the year, Mike.
Okay.
Some are honest, some deranged stories that are very strange. Weird news.
No, the word of the year is demure.
that
Became
is-
the word of the year because of
I don't know why I didn't know that. But
Jules
that's disappointing.
LeBron. Yes, which is insane. I still don't understand why anyone watched that video and thought to share it with other people or join it.
I almost sent it this week to you. I just felt it lacked a little context. But there's a video of Jules LeBron. I don't really understand it. Is it possible she has a baby daddy?
Oh,
Because she's bitching about custody rights and
Huh?
stuff like that. Yeah, I didn't under. Yeah, exactly.
I need woke dad to explain this to me.
I kept scrolling and I was like, I need context, but she didn't give any. She's like, I'm telling you, get people don't have a kid if you don't want the responsibilities or something like that.
Weird. Okay. I was
so I don't
watching.
know.
Drew Lane was talking about her on his show, and they're going, "I don't get it. She's not attractive." I'm like, do you guys know what's going on here? I don't think they understood what was going on. So good on Jules. She's pulling it off.
Yeah, good for her.
Give her that.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you about is this Tuah controversy.
I didn't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I'm surprised that's not the word of the year. they instate that into the dictionary or something.
Well, yeah, they add words every year, but then they also declare a word like when it makes a comeback. I guess the word demure increased by 1,200% in usage
Very exciting.
because everyone's so hilarious with their TikTok memes. Oh, did you guys see that thing? Yeah. It's good stuff. Also, no one knows what demure means. No one's using it correctly, but whatever.
Well, I assume it means very mindful.
No, it doesn't, actually. That's not what it means at all. All right, so Haley Welch has made very big news this week because she just dropped the Hawk meme coin.
I'm disappointed in our girl.
This Hawk meme coin dropped $450 million of value in 3 hours.
Yeah.
A lot of people lost a lot of fucking money.
Shocking that it's not the next Bitcoin.
on this thing. Yeah, go figure. Who would have guessed? So this did not age well. I'm going to play you a video from, let's see, when was this posted? Just a couple of days ago. No, maybe
this week,
maybe
for
yesterday this was posted, but this did not age well.
My Hawk meme coin is live! My Hawk meme coin is live!
So she's very excited.
And now it's dead.
Yes, she's very excited. Her Hawk meme coin is live. Some of the comments underneath this post. Oh, can I not see the comments on here because I'm not signed in?
No.
Because when I was looking at it on the other one, oh no, I'm sorry, that's not the post. So that did not age well, obviously, and I think this seems to be the sentiment from the people out there.
What's up, Haley, Hawk Tuah girl? So I just bought your token, and I'm down about like $20,000 right now. I'll flip it around real quick. We can take a look at this chart. So as you can see right here, I bought the token here around like $500 million market cap, and right now it's sitting at like 70 mil.
Well, then you're a
So
fucking
I was just
retard. I'm gonna defend our girl here.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you on that.
I defend our girl. I invest in crypto, and I even have a little bit of Doge and a little bit of SHIB. And if those two coins go to zero tomorrow, I don't care. I didn't invest enough money to give a shit, really. Because the definition of meme coins is it was started by a meme. Like Doge, it's like, oh, it's a cute dog, so I'm going to put
Right.
my money into it. Now, I think Doge now has like some functionality because of Elon or something, but for the most part, none of these do anything. So if you invest in them, you're the asshole, not the Hawk Tuah girl. What did you think it was?
Yeah, people think that like, crypto is crypto. It's like, no, Bitcoin is very different. Bitcoin, there's not an organization around Bitcoin.
And even Bitcoin only has value if we all decide it does. If tomorrow everyone sells it, Bitcoin will go down to zero.
That's true of all currency, though.
Right, exactly. That's what I mean.
It's true of every currency that's ever existed.
That's what I mean. So you're taking that risk. Like,
Correct.
That's what
Yes.
you should know.
At like 70 mil. And so I was just wondering if I could get like a refund for this, or like
No,
what the
you don't
fuck is
deserve
going
one.
on here, because I don't know, this isn't really looking the best, and I kind of bought because I thought that you were going to provide a lot of utility and stuff, and
Why?
this
She
bubble
spits
mat
on
is the most
cocks.
egregious thing I've ever seen in my life, and so I was just wondering like what we're gonna do about this, and if there's like plans or something. So if you could just let me and everybody else know, that would be super chill. Appreciate that. See you later.
And I don't know if like these, I've seen a lot of these videos where they're like, hey, so can we get a refund? I just lost my life savings. And one woman's like, invested $35,000, and now she's down to like $2,000 in value.
Then you're an irresponsible asshole who deserve you. I wish you lost more money.
Well, you never invest in one thing. Never invest all your money in one thing. First off, especially something that is literally nothing.
Right. If you shouldn't do this, but if you invested all your money in Tesla or Amazon or whatever, because you felt that they were good companies, you've researched them, you trust them going forward, you think they're just going to grow and not stay stagnant, whatever, fine, go for it. If you invested in something because the girl was cute on TikTok, then you're a retard and an asshole. What can I tell you?
Well, Once Over with Kaylee is in here, and she says, don't trust the mouth that sucks you. Probably good advice.
Well said, Lucy.
Well said, Lucy Typefox. Very good advice. So I was just looking at our Discord channel. If you want to join the conversation for Who Are These Socials on Discord, go to whoarethese.com. There's a link to the Discord, and there's a channel in there just for Who Are These Socials. And apparently, according to these fine people who are well educated, Johnny Forster is the guy who's behind all of this. I think Haley had nothing to do with any of this. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
So I actually have... I thought it might be too long to get into because there's also something going on with her dating app or something. So I was going to talk about it on the Blind Mike project because there's a guy, CoffeeZilla, did some like live stream with them or something.
Yeah.
There's a guy, like he's getting into it with the Tuah girl, and she's like, well, what are you running your mouth for? And a guy steps in and goes, I'll take this. I assume that guy is manipulating Haley. And it's probably the same group of people that convinced her to make a dating app that you have to pay for. Like, she is... I don't think she's unentertaining.
Smart?
Well, she's definitely not smart.
Okay,
But, like,
yeah, I agree with that.
I know you've made fun of her a couple times. I checked out
Sure.
her podcast with the intention of making fun of it, and I was like, she's got a thing that I...
She's got a charm to her for sure. Yes.
Yeah, like I don't hate her or find her unfunny, whatever. Like it's I don't listen to it. It's not for me. But like, she's not. Yeah, not charming is a good word for it. She's not uncharming, but like she's definitely dumb and an easy mark, and people are clearly taking advantage of her. Shocking that the girl that got famous for a street interview and skyrocketed in a few months to have a major podcast and all this shit is being taken advantage of.
Yeah, who could have seen this coming?
Yeah.
I am so surprised by this. But
I know.
apparently this guy, Johnny Forster, so he was the one behind all of this. He has privated or deleted all of his social media. So more information is going to come out on this, but this is fraud. I mean, a lot of people are speculating that there could be legal issues.
I wonder if I don't know the law well enough. We should ask Stuttering John about it. But maybe, like, I don't know if there's a way that she gets out of it essentially by pleading ignorance. Not literally, but I imagine a lawyer could basically defend her by saying, like, come on, she's a fucking idiot. They got taken advantage of, you know? Like, I don't know if the Tuah girl is going to be doing jail time over this, but it is 100% fraud. It's not, they didn't even try to hide it, really.
Yeah, if Martha Stewart's doing time for selling off because she got some information,
right,
then I would think that Tuah, now if Tuah was in her 60s, it'd be a lot easier to throw her in the slammer, but
yeah,
she's still in her mid-20s. She's an attractive girl, so.
She's at an amazing point where no one thought she would be famous this long. Like, you just see a video go viral, and you think the next day everyone's going to forget about it. So she's had a good run, and that now she's at the point where it's like, oh, I didn't see it ending this quickly. Because you're like, hey, she's got a podcast that's getting a lot of views. Maybe she'll make something. Oh, nope, never mind. There it goes. It's all crashing down.
She just had Mark Cuban on her podcast.
I know.
And
asked him about crypto, by the way.
and then Brooke Schofield's on there. And that's a whole thing because Brooke Schofield's on Canceled with Tana Mojo, and Tana Mojo is getting ghosted by her. I mean, why are all these things happening? Why do we know these people?
That was another thing I wanted to talk about that shows you she's getting taken advantage of. She had Wiz Khalifa on, and showed him her song.
Oh boy!
So there's someone has convinced her that she's not just talented,
right?
She's everything. She's a businesswoman. She's an influencer. She's a performer.
Mike, she brought on, we play this on WATP. She brought on her boyfriend, this big announcement of who her boyfriend is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she goes, So now you're famous. How does that feel? It's just like, no, we don't give a fuck about this. No one gives a fuck about this guy. What are you talking about? She just thinks that anyone she puts in front of the camera is now Jake Paul. You're like, well, okay, slow down. It's not quite what's happening here.
That's where you have to know your lane, people. You know,
Yes.
like if someone's telling you you're talented, great, follow that thing. If someone's telling you you're talented at everything, you can do it all. Sing, dance, act, question it for a moment. Think, well, I've never done any of those things, so why are they telling me this?
Well, I mean, in her defense, though, none of this should have happened. It's all happening. She's living in a dream state right now where she's just like, yeah, I guess I really was amazing. Everyone thinks they're special. She's like, yeah, I guess I really was this amazing all along.
Yeah.
I was discovered.
Everyone thinks they're special. Not everyone thinks they're Michael Saylor, you know? Sometimes you got to know your limits.
You know who was way more pissed off? Like, this is like the level of you with the Beggy Monster. The guy whose show that she was on when she's on the streets in Nashville and he was interviewing her.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
hey guys, what about me? I'm the reason why you guys even know Haley. What the fuck?
He owns that video.
Yeah. It's like, no, I don't know his name. I have no idea what his channel is. I don't think anyone does. Who
Poor
cares?
bastard.
That's gotta suck.
The Brian Dunkelman of...
Yeah, right. Now, there's other big social media news that actually does relate to the Dabbleverse. Of course, you know Bob Levy recently left TSN.
Yes.
He's doing the Levyverse now. Go like and subscribe to Levyverse. And there was a lot of controversy a year or two ago, I can't keep track, about his stepdaughter. Because when him and Kevin Brennan had their falling out, I think Chad Zumach was probably in the mud on this too. They're all talking about his stepdaughter and her being on OnlyFans and
That's good.
what she was up to. Well, we have some news on that happened, I think this past week.
Okay.
So she looks just like Ariana Grande.
I've heard, yes.
Well,
Oh, this is probably a big time of year for her.
she is getting she just got banned from Instagram.
Why?
So it says Paige, who's infamous for Ariana Grande impersonations, has been banned from Instagram as well as from TikTok after controversy surrounding her OnlyFans account. Fans accuse her of using Grande's likeness to promote not safe for work content, calling her actions creepy and dangerous. The bans mark a turning point in her contentious online career.
Okay.
And I'm showing the photos right here. You almost can't tell which one is which. She really does look exactly like Ariana Grande, which is that her fault?
Wait, so that's why she got banned for looking too much like Ariana Grande?
She doesn't use Ariana Grande's name. She uses her real name on her or whatever that name is on her OnlyFans. And but she looks too much like her. And I guess she mimics her hairstyle and her makeup. So
I got a YouTube ad that was a fake Joe Rogan selling me grills or something.
How many did you buy?
Neither here nor there.
Sounds like a great grill.
But my point, they're using Joe Rogan as their spokesperson, essentially.
Well, that's definitely illegal.
Without his consent.
Yes.
It's happening.
That's
It
actually
happens all the time.
that's actually
This
the
is
right
a real lady.
That's actually the right to publicity. That's the thing that John sued SiriusXM for. You can't imply an endorsement from someone who has nothing to do with the endorsement.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's happening with AI. This is a real lady just living her life. And they're like, get out of here, you
Yeah.
fraud.
It's weird, right? I don't know how to feel about it. They posted in this article a couple of the tweets we were putting out. Now, with all due respect, I didn't give a fuck about Paige because all the things she did was simply for attention. But starting an OnlyFans and cosplaying as Ariana Grande is really weird and disgusting. Just be yourself for once. It's like, hey, this is me. It's what I look like. I'm sorry.
Tell Frank Caliendo to look out. It's not illegal to impersonate, to do an impression of someone.
Well, it is if you show your vagina, apparently. That's where they draw the line.
Even that.
Frank
there's
doesn't do
porn
that.
Parodies and well, you don't know.
That's
that.
true. That's true. There
Times are
are
tough.
yeah, good point. So I thought that was some interesting news.
Yeah, that's too bad. I'm rooting for you, Paige.
Now
Reach out if you need anything.
we're here for you. Now, normally I don't go to our super tip system this early, supertip.gg/WATP. But as I mentioned, we have the Beggy Monster now
Yeah, I'm Jones in action.
is available. And we have someone who came in as the Beggy Monster. And Mike wants to hear this voice. He hasn't
All
heard
right.
it yet.
Yeah, let's hear this.
Let's check this out.
Stop it, Karl. You haven't told the people about ways to give you money in too long. Forget the content for a minute and tell your audience about this thing called Super Tips. They can all afford to annoy Mike for a while. Always remember, it's money before funny, baby.
Dude, this guy's gonna haunt my dreams.
Is that from my voice?
Yeah, they got that from you. You're doing the Becky Monster impression.
It doesn't sound anything like me, but
No.
I think it's a better.
It captures. Yeah, I agree. It captures the essence of the Becky Monster.
It needs to be a little more sinister, but like I like it.
No, I mean, that's pretty sinister right there. I was
not
just
bad.
like, was I not begging for enough money? I apologize, Becky Monster. I didn't realize I was fucking up.
I like it.
Yeah, so that's available. And while we're here, I'll play. That was from Q. Thank you for that. And this is from Carl's Frosted Tips.
Welcome to my rape shed. I mean, anal filler. I mean, art studio. I have been in here since Trump won. My mentor Tyrone and Hakeem have been filling my holes with cock. I mean, caulk. Please call me.
Right.
It's actually a relative of the Becky Monster, ironically.
That's true. Yes, for the art studio.
Yes.
All right. I like to start off with music sometimes on the show. Let's get into it.
Who are these music? Who are these music?
Now, ironically, that jingle was created with AI. And AI music is destroying the music industry.
Yeah.
But the Hebrew Hammer in our Discord posted this, and I thought, look, it's December. It's Christmas time. Let's get into the spirit together with this fun song that I guess is on TikTok.
Okay.
Let me pull this up for everyone to see here.
Santa's coming into town. He's coming hard and fast. And all I want for Christmas is his wiener in my ass. Oh, stuff my stocking, Santa. Yeah, this chimney's nice and tight. So come inside, don't be shy, and you can stay the night. Eat my cookies, Santa. Hope you have an appetite. Hope you brought that big old sack, 'cause that's just what I like. And Santa, since it's Christmas, you can cover me in white. 'Cause I've been such a good girl, yeah, but I'll be bad tonight.
That's fun.
I hate that I like that.
I liked it too. I was like, this is corny. I'm like, I'm going to play this on the show.
Very stupid, but I like it.
Cover me in white. I just wanted to get to that part of it.
That's good.
I thought that was fun. All right. Enough of music. Let's head over to YouTube.
I'll stop the show and watch YouTube.
This is from Robo Shitstain MK9000, introducing us to a brand new character, Benny311, BENY 311. He only has 1,070 subs. So if you want to support this creator, this artist, feel free to do so. Let's check this guy out. Okay.
Wow, these diapers hold so much. What's up, everybody? Back with another diaper review. So we got the little baby furs. It's called Baby Furs from Little for Big. I love these diapers so far. So I've done a review technically on these in my live stream video, but I wanted to do a full video review just for these because I absolutely love these so far. So for one, they have this like Velcro right here. You guys can see that. They have this like Velcro, which is like, I think way better than the plastic back. These are cloth back right here. These are all cloth back. I like these a lot better because they stick better and it's easy for you to unstick the tapes. Like if you guys see my tapes right here, you guys can see my tapes. No. This is one of my tapes. Comes off. Sticks right back on. Boom. Super simple, super easy.
I like torturing you with long clips like this. You would have paused this 80 times on the Blind Mike Project by now.
This is on the platform that banned Cardiff Electric.
That's correct, sir. Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Showing off the diaper that holds so much in it right here.
This is
Let me read the description of this channel. It says, "Hi, my name is Benny, and I'm a trans ABDL content creator.
Of course you are.
I want to show everyone my lifestyle and to help improve theirs." Not the best grammar, but...
Also, how's that improving?
Well, I mean, diaper reviews. Mike, what if you bought a diaper that wasn't as comfortable as what you could have gotten?
I understand that.
Also, here's a video that I think will help you. This video is all about peeing in the car. Now, Mike, I don't know how often you pee in the car. You probably go on some long road trips, having a grace. I don't know where else you go.
That's true. That's true. This would have been nice on the average.
Yeah, you don't want to be the asshole who keeps telling everyone to pull over at the
Think of it
rest
that
stop.
way, yeah.
Right. So let's learn some tips here.
Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to pee in your diaper while in your car. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video.
I have to say, I haven't done this before, peeing in a diaper while in the car. I think I could figure it out, though.
Yes, it's not for lack of knowledge.
How many tutorials do I need to watch in order to figure this out? Well,
it's not like it's not my confidence where I'm like, I'm just too dumb to piss in the car.
how do you change a tire and pee in the car? I'm going on a road trip. I need to know both.
There's a lot of that I doubt myself on. But.
You're right.
Hi, everybody. So I hope you guys are doing well. And I'm going to talk to you guys today about how to pee in your diaper while sitting in your car. So when you're in your car, first thing is you need to have a good diaper. I have a potty pants diaper on. Okay. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. This is my potty pants diaper. It's an ABDL diaper. This is little for big. And I'm going to leave a link in the description to these diapers so you guys can check them out.
Spelled description wrong. ABD, I haven't even addressed this yet. So you know what that stands for?
I'm thinking something disability league.
It's actually Adult Baby Diaper Lovers.
God damn.
And I only know that because I've covered multiple podcasts on this subject for some reason.
Shame on me for assuming this person was severely mentally challenged.
Oh, they most certainly are.
Okay, good.
They don't admit it, but they definitely. I mean, this person.
The internet should be taken away from this person.
From Amazon, and if you guys want to get them, it gives me a commission on Amazon. It'll give me a little commission. So check that out. So you guys.
So wait a second. You're saying that I could pee on a road trip and help out and support your channel? It's a win-win.
I'll tell you what's disappointing is I remember when guys used to advertise pissing themselves for the love of it. You know, it wasn't to make a quick buck in my day.
That's true. I remember the first person I heard about wearing a diaper so they didn't have to go to a bathroom was Richard Christie on the Howard Stern show. When you go to see Coheed and Cambria, they're playing 2.5 hours. He's drinking beers. He doesn't want to miss any of the songs.
Understandable.
So he's wearing a diaper right there. And I went, that's a man right there. That's a man who likes metal. And he's into it.
Right.
This is a far cry from that.
Well, we all have our lines. You know, I'm sure someone looks at this gentleman like that.
You guys can get that as well. So these little for big diapers hold a really good amount.
Good.
When you're peeing in your car, you're obviously going to be sitting down like this on your seat, or you're going to be sitting in a booster seat if you have a booster seat.
What? See, they like to pretend they're babies, Mike. That's part of this thing.
But at what cost?
The head sticking up through the moonroof in his booster seat.
Do you have to make yourself uncomfortable for this bit?
Or you're going to be sitting in, you know, you're going to be kind of like, not laying down, but kind of like leaning like this. You may be leaning to the side or something, or leaning to the side of the car like this or something like that. I recommend sitting straight up. Sitting straight
Do you think
up.
he talks like this, or is he doing baby voice?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. Every video he talks like this.
I recommend.
Yeah, I think he might be doing baby voice.
How cute.
Can I just say I also endorse sitting straight up when you pee in your car, into your diaper?
I like the image of this guy talking to a diaper salesman like he's buying a vehicle. Like, so how much does this thing hold?
Yeah, right, exactly. What are the specs on this one? Because I drink a lot of Mountain Dew, so I'm going to need some help over here. I don't know. You guys tell me, send us a message, talk to us in Discord. Do we want to learn more about Benny 311, or is that enough?
What's sad is like there's a. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. There's a chance that now we're like, can you guys believe this? And then in 10 years, we're like, you believe they were making fun of the guy? That like everyone's doing it now. You know,
Right.
It's so much more comfortable.
Yeah, we're gonna look stupid. We're gonna be the ones in the mid '60s like rock and roll's not here for long. Jazz is making a comeback.
We'll be like that video of Brian Gumble talking about the internet. You know,
You're right, exactly. I'd send an email. Why would I do that? Well, let's get a quick update on Daniel Larson. Now, Mike, do you want to remind the people who Daniel Larson is?
Another retarded guy, right?
Well, yes. Yes, he
He's
is
in
in
jail.
He's in prison for the rest of his life.
Oh, he's in prison.
Yes, and the reason for that is because he live streamed himself threatening to blow up the White House and
That's
the
right.
FBI headquarters in Washington.
I hear they take that fairly seriously.
They do. Yeah, they do. And so this guy is a schizophrenic homeless person who has a TikTok account.
Yeah.
And before he was in prison, we were following him a little bit and showing some videos. And he's a weird dude. He's got like one tooth in his head. He's eccentric.
Yeah, we picked him up at the wrong time. You know, we started talking about him a little, and then he was poof. He was out of our lives.
We have an update. Robo Shitstain MK9000 once again in the Discord, giving us an update on what Daniel is doing in prison.
Is turning into definitely me being taken advantage of.
And this is, by the way, a phone call. Someone is playing him on speakerphone from December 1st, 2020.
These are his Delete Laws tapes.
Right, yeah. It's like when
Making
Delete Laws
contact
was
with the
doing
outside
show.
world.
Or Suge Knight, yeah, when they're doing their
Yeah,
shows.
yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, God damn it, I missed another phone call from Podcast Hitman today. I have my phone set. I don't know if everyone does this. If it doesn't recognize the number, it doesn't vibrate. Like I don't get a notification of it.
Yes.
So I see it after the fact that I missed a call. And it's Macomb County Jail and my buddy Matt Lewinsky trying to call me. And I keep missing his calls. I really want to get him on the Creep Off or Who Are These Podcasts. I want to get that set up.
It's a very funny missed call. Like, oh, it's the guy that killed his girlfriend.
Yeah, the guy who strangled his girlfriend, left him in his basement for 8 months, just tried to call me, and I missed it. What am I, big timing this guy?
I should get back to him.
Yeah, right. He's got more press than me over the last couple of years. What am I doing? All right, let's see what's going on with Daniel.
And I'm not going to let that slide. Got a new cellmate.
Did they let
I
you
was
guys?
with a previous cellmate that did rape me.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Oh, no.
He's taking it all in stride, it seems.
Oh, man. And people are hard up in prison because this guy is the last guy I would pick out to be like, all right, I've been in here a long time. I might need a companion at some point.
Sometimes you just got to bust, you know?
But I reported it.
What would he touch you? What the hell, Daniel?
Well, it was a lot more than just that, but he held me down and wouldn't let me move or whatever and tried to do some stuff, but I reported it, and another thing is the jail, sexual abuse, whatever, report people, they dropped that case and said it never happened. They didn't have proof, so that pisses me off too.
Yeah, that's wrong.
They couldn't just put on a glove and Dr. Steve your butthole to try to see if there's any evidence of this happening? All right. Well,
who's this waterhead talking to him?
That's a good question. That I don't know. Flexburger is the channel this is on. It's got just under 2,000 subs. I don't know.
Interesting.
Did they let
They
you?
did move me out of that cell, and that guy actually got out of jail. He left to the halfway house.
Weird.
So that's not good either.
So he got on in good behavior after he raped Daniel. All right. Now I know what to do when I go to prison. This is good. Good advice.
Spread the cheeks.
You're either the ist or the is what I'm learning here.
No, that
If
guy.
he goes to the same halfway house I was supposed to go to, then that's a safety concern. So
Oh no, could you imagine? That's the worst news ever. They're like, good news, Daniel, you're getting out today, you're going to a halfway house. Oh, do you know some people there too? Oh, fuck.
Raped everywhere he goes. He's like, oh, brother.
Although, could be a good TikTok video. Could be
That's
a fun TikTok video. So
I assume he's Is his account
retarded?
still active at all? Yeah, well,
I don't know.
That was more
about
than an
his-
assumption.
Yeah, I don't know about his TikTok account. That's a good question.
Yay, super chats.
Let's get caught up on the super chats, guys. Thank you for supporting the show. We do appreciate it. This is how we monetize Who Are These Socials. And, of course, you can go to supertip.gg/WATP and support the show that way. That way, more of the money comes to us. Less of it goes, actually, none of it goes to YouTube, which is nice. Or support us through the regular system here on YouTube. We appreciate that. Like Turd Ferguson, who's been a member for 2 months. Mike, I'm a big fan. Have you explored the idea of doing a Master Poe deep dive?
Yes, someone. I should have done it last month for Povember, but someone suggested that recently. He is a good character. That'd probably be a good bonus episode because I like a lot of the old Master Poe antics, shall we say?
Well, Turd Ferguson's here for it, and he also says, "Carl, you brought me into this Dabbleverse. How dare you? Yeah, and I can take you out too."
Never forget that.
Carol Dillon with €5. Just checked Woke Dad. He just announced that no kids will ever be shown in the art studio to protect them. And he needs more money. He's a disgrace. Well, of course.
Because they'll never be there. It's good to protect them, but if there are no kids there to prove.
But, Mike, I don't even understand what he thinks is happening. He thinks that there's just MAGA people murdering LGBTQ every day of the week.
Sharpening knives. Where are the art studios?
Right.
Let's get these freaks.
All you have to do is tell me there is an art studio. I'll find it. We're coming. You don't have to show the kids. Let's go. Amanda Lynn Nappy, member for 9 months, says, if you want to invest in something good, I have a unicorn ranch that I'm selling shares in. Ooh, people want to go to a unicorn ranch.
Yes.
All right, well, tell me where to sign up. Rocco Orby, 2002, $5. In her defense, Hawk Tuah has lasted longer than David Lee Roth's radio show. That is very true.
Way longer than anyone expected. She's had quite a run. It's just a shame. Like, if it was just the podcast. It's crazy that Jake Paul is the best person in her life.
Yes.
By far.
Not a good sign. June Cleaver's pearl necklace with $2 Canadian says it's because of her OnlyFans. Oh, as far as Paige getting taken off of social media. Yeah, that's always a weird thing, too, where you do something on a different platform. Like this happens on Patreon. Patreon will take you off of their platform because you did something somewhere else. It's like, that wasn't even on your platform. What do you mean?
Oh, really? Oh, because
Yeah.
was Chad's thing on YouTube?
Oh, I'm not talking about Chad. I'm talking about people people who legitimately lost their Patreon who didn't deserve to. I'm not talking about Chad Zuma.
Right.
Raper Butt, $2. Was the Al Rogan ad for Man Great?
It might have been. Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh, no shit.
I don't know that it was
I'm sorry, the AI Rogan. I'm an idiot, Raper Butt.
I would have recognized Man Great, but it was something like that. I love Norm MacDonald's Man Great ads, I think I would have noticed that, but it could have been.
Also, Raper Butt, thanks for being at the Isotope show. Reminded me of who he is when he was there. It's like, by the way, I'm Raper Butt. You keep forgetting that. Like, oh, hey, what's up, Raper Butt?
Yes. And thank you for being so polite to Daniel Larson.
Yes. Rocco Orby 2002, $5 said, I'd rather catch my kids watching porn than the guy in the diapers. At least the former has a logical explanation. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, not even. If my girlfriend walked in and I was watching porn, I'd be like, I'm about to jerk off.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
If she walked in and I'd have no the closest, if you do a podcast like this, that's your only out, where it's like, Carl's making me watch this.
Yeah, right.
Still not a great excuse.
Yeah, and in my defense, Robo Shit State MK9000 was making me watch it.
Right.
So we're all influenced by someone. Anonymous with $3. Thank you for not killing yourselves. Oh, I think I know who that Anonymous is. Thanks, Coof. Thank you for not killing yourself, Coof. We appreciate it.
Carl, this is Jade. All your mocking these few years have riddled me with OCDs. I have so much anxiety that now I have a bashful bladder. Can't pee in public no more. The Dabbleverse needs to fix me. You guys, come down to Stevie Tomatoes and cheer me on while I try to go. Carl Shitwayer, Tookie, Missy B, Potato, all you assholes who did this, build up the self-esteem which I no longer have.
It's a shy peer now. Well, John, I have some good news for you. Benny311 has a solution.
Yeah.
for that. You don't even get them from the bar stool. It's amazing.
Yeah, and John's getting up there in age. I'm sure he could use this.
Honestly, I would not put that past John to be like, yeah, I could be drinking more beer because I don't bring my beer with me to the bathroom.
And then I'll have some math equate. You know how much more I can drink because of these.
The problem is when you get pulled over and to get out of the car, like, sir, are you wearing a diaper? And it's very full. Can we hurry this along?
Let me show you this video. This man gave me the confidence I needed.
Oh, hello. Look at me. I'm back on YouTube. Carl, Mike, you will get struck for this because I'm worse than having an Isodo super tip voice.
Oh, no.
Creating Stutjo corn is unforgivable to YT.
Thank you, Amanda Lindappy. Appreciate your support.
I find Cardiff very funny. I talked about him the other day. I mentioned him because we talked very briefly about the Chad Cardiff beef. And I said, I see where Cardiff's coming from, but I don't totally agree with him. And I got a message after my show that just said, how does it feel to lose your best friend and gain your greatest enemy? And just the idea of either of those was hilarious to me.
Yes.
Carl, when are you going to visit my shop so we can share some ethically sourced coffee and touch our penis tips together?
The coffee sounds good. I'll come for the
starts.
coffee. Yeah. Oh, well, that's a good point. Next picks coming in with $7 Canadian says Kino Casino / WATB crossover when? So Kino Casino, this PPP guy. You ever watch their show?
I know who they are. Yeah.
Yeah. His delivery is so weird to me. And someone told me that's a Canadian accent. I've been to Canada many times.
It is. It's a Canadian accent in the sense that I'm trying to think of one of the accents in The Departed is a Boston accent. Like
Right.
there are human beings that talk like that. It's just very extreme. It's very rare.
Yeah. He seems like he's playing a character, but I'm not against it. So maybe someday soon we'll have a crossover event, which, by the way, Mike, this month, let's do another crossover for our Patreons.
Ooh, yes. I've missed Julia Fox.
Me
I
too.
go to her TikTok every week, and she doesn't update it.
We got to get back on the Julia Fox autobiography because I don't know where it's going next. I'm excited. She's going to be a teenager soon. There's some fun stuff going
I'll tell you where it's going. Hopefully 13.
We're 5 hours in. I'm hoping that she, turns 13 or something. That'd be great. If you're not following this on both the Blind Mike Project Patreon and Who Is Podcast Patreon, we've been going through about 20 to 30 minutes at a time Julia Fox's audiobook. And it's so stupid.
Somehow we've gotten nowhere in all that
She's
time.
such a liar. Everything she says is such a lie. All right, let's head over to Instagram.
Blinded like Blind Mike. Don't be a douche. Instagram in the night. Blinded like Blind Mike. Check out these reels. They might make you wanna fight.
And we start off with Keenan Bank, a Canadian that we've talked about before on the show. Keenan is one of these people who's just constantly giving back.
Yes. Yeah, he went away for a little while. My source tells me waiting for the dust to settle on a bit of a controversy that he had. So he laid low for a little bit, but then he popped back up in October with new videos. So if you remember, he likes to spread positivity by giving 50 cents to a stranger.
Yeah. Or he'll buy something that's $13 and go keep the change, and they're like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, wow, okay.
You laugh, Hamburger, but he's
I
got a little
do.
bit of a twist on an old favorite. This Keenan
All right.
Bank does. He's updated it.
All right, let's see it.
Hi, excuse me.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Would you rather have $1 or a mystery
Oh,
box?
I've seen these. What the heck? I'll do the mystery box.
Mystery box?
Just to
Yeah,
clarify,
I'm actually working with.
would you rather have in this day and age, nothing?
Yeah.
Or a mystery box?
$1. He's holding up a American dollar bill as if anyone's gonna be like, fuck yeah, thank you. It's my buck.
Essentially, it's the equivalent of 30 years ago being like, would you like a penny?
Yeah.
Or a mystery box?
Correct. It's the dumbest thing.
Might as well try the mystery box.
Working with a company. It's called Super Live. It's a live streaming app. It lets you share wholesome moments and showcase your skills and whatnot.
So he's working with a company. I got to back that up. He's working with a company called Super Live.
It's an engine that runs on joy.
Yes, right. Yeah. It allows you to share wholesome moments and showcase your talents. Is that what he said?
You couldn't do that without a corporation back.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. What is he talking about? This is on Instagram. You're doing this on Instagram with your phone. What do you mean?
Super Live. It's a live streaming app. It lets you share wholesome moments and showcase your skills and whatnot. So on behalf of them, I'd like to give you the mystery box.
Okay, let's see. Are you sure? You know what?
Yeah.
Pass it to someone who needs it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But
Are you
pass it-
sure?
I'm 100% sure.
$20
Thank you.
Okay. This is $20 Canadian is what's in this box.
Yeah.
Now, Mike, you know the value of $20 American, right?
I do, roughly.
Okay. It's less than that.
What?
It's not great. It's not impressive. It wouldn't change your day. It wouldn't change anything in your life if you had that.
It's how condescending is it to go up to a stranger and say like, hey, would you like $1, which is basically worthless,
right?
Or slightly more than that.
Isn't that amazing? She's like, and then her reaction to this, like, they're both trying to out nice each other. This video that you're about to watch is what I imagine hell is like.
What? Because he's handing her trash. Because
right.
Nothing costs just $20, so she's gonna have to take her card out anyways.
Right. It's ridiculous. And so she goes, well, I'd rather look like a nice, you're filming me. I'd rather look like I'm an even nicer person than you. So I'm going to deny this.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure.
$20
Thank you so much. It's okay. Thank you so much, though.
Okay. All right. I'll
Thank
pass
you.
along.
I appreciate
That's
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
What do you
It's
need?
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Had one message to the world. What would that be?
I know this one. Everyone says this one, but probably spread kindness. I'm in nursing.
Everyone says that? I don't say that. Spread kindness. That's boring.
Wow. You're 1 out of 8 billion.
That's boring.
The rest of us say it.
Okay.
But the disappointment on this girl's again. $20 isn't nothing. I get it. Like some people are in need of $20, but what he asked her was like, "Would you rather $1 or the mystery box?" And she goes, "Oh, I've seen these."
Right. Yes.
I imagine she was expecting something much grander.
Yes.
Than a few dollars more than her original offer.
You're right. The expectation was so high at that point. She's like, oh, $20. Yeah, all right. Take it.
Get out of my way.
Yes.
I really want to be a pediatric nurse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I love kids, and I feel like you see so much hate in the world, and I feel like just spreading kindness is so easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little sick right now, so ignore my voice.
Oh.
Pass it to someone who needs it.
I'll pass it
There was
on.
actually just a guy here. He was sitting next to me, and he was cleaning the table, and I think he was cleaning the table to stall because he didn't want to get kicked out.
Oh.
And I really wanted to
it's
give
cold out?
Because it's cold out, and I really wanted to give him money, but I didn't know if he wanted me to approach him.
Okay.
Hopefully you can find him over there.
Okay, maybe I'll find him.
Good luck.
Well, thank you so much.
Well, I hope he finds this homeless guy and gives him that $20 Canadian, because that's going to change his life.
Ah, yes. And I'm sure, by the way, if I know homeless people, that guy will be very thankful.
Right. He's like, only 20?
Yeah, right.
Fuck, what are you, poor?
But it's good to know there was a homeless guy in the area, and he went up to a cute girl and was like, would you like $20, man?
Right. And there's no follow-up to that where it's just like, and I found the guy she was talking about. No, he doesn't care about that.
No.
He's just trying to get content. So here's another one. This one enrages me.
Well, as we
questions.
noticed the first time we talked about Keenan, the music is a big part of it because it soothes you into thinking you're seeing something emotional and uplifting happen.
Right.
If the music is at all disturbed, it could really kill the vibe of the video.
Good point.
Excuse me. Would you rather have $1 or a mystery box? Mystery box. Mystery box?
The first people just walked away like, weirdo. Get out of here, weirdo. So now this dork comes over and he's like, oh, a mystery box? And immediately he regrets engaging with this guy.
Yeah.
He wants to get the fuck away from this.
Yeah. Sure? Yeah. Okay, so before you open it, give you the chance to win something else. There's this new app. It's called Jackpot World.
So he's looking behind his shoulder. He's like, oh, shit. Before you open it, oh, fuck. I fell for it again. Here we go.
How many apps is this fucker working for?
Well, that's my question on this. This is weird right here.
We'll give you a spin here if you want to take a couple spins. You just hit that button there. There you go, a couple more.
So he's playing a game on the stranger's phone that is a slot machine game. And you're right. It's jarring. The difference between the music bed
Yeah.
And the sound effects on this stupid game.
It's like if Nora Jones was the music for like a 3-ring circus. It doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't work. Yeah.
Jackpot bonus are ready for you. You win witch's money.
I think you just picked one. Damn, you won on the first spin.
Jackpot.
All right, looks like you won. Okay. Yeah, Jackpot World, you never lose, and here's the mystery game.
Wow. What a company.
Jackpot World, a game you never lose.
No catch here.
How is that fun? Why would I play a game I can't possibly lose? I'm not a toddler.
Don't put any thought into how we make money.
Fucking idiot. So is this guy sponsored now? Like, is there a revenue split from this? or what's going on here?
That was my first thought, and then I looked, the videos were posted in like October, and I don't think he's posted much since, so I don't really know.
Weird.
That's 20.
Okay, so the guy pulls out a $20 bill, and he looks like he's not that impressed.
Just throwing 20s around all over the place. Again, I get in terms of like, if someone gave us $20, it would be very nice, and we appreciate that. Like
in a super chat or super tip.
That's a lot of money to give.
PayPal, Rumble Rant. Of course.
But if someone is going up to you and hands you $20 and like, aren't I a saint? Like, aren't I the greatest?
Ugh.
To get that reaction, that is essentially handing him nothing. You might as well give him wood chips.
But it's worse. It's worse than that, Mike. He's also filming it for his own social media.
Exact. That's why it's nothing to me.
Right. The fact that the camera's out now, I'm supposed to react like, "Wow, you're amazing."
Right.
Yeah, that's for you. That's what you won.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, that's for you, man.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah. If you had one message to the world, what would that be?
You never know what other people are going through, so just try and be friendly, even if it's just giving them a smile when you're walking by.
Excuse me.
Oh my God, that just reminded me. So the guy goes, "You know what other people are going through?" There was another video. Hold your thought. I'm sorry. There's another video that someone put in our Discord. I didn't end up using it. It's very visual. But there's a little girl, African American, in Walmart, and she's just grabbing things off the shelves and chucking them and stomping on food. She starts smashing bottles on the floor. And the people around are like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 stop it, stop it." And there's a woman going, "You don't know what she's going through." I swear to God, it's the weirdest fucking thing. I'm like, this one woman's defending this 9-year-old who's just having a temper tantrum and is destroying everything. But
It'd be
anyway.
great if the girl was just like, "No, I'm 9."
Yeah, no, things are actually pretty good, but this is fun.
I wonder, the way those are cut, I wonder if he says like, give us a line of positivity to go out on, and they're like, "What? I don't know." And he's like, "Say something like this," you know?
Yeah,
because
you're right.
they're cut weird where it's like,
there is always an edit right before. Yeah,
exactly.
You have something to say to the world. What would it be? Yeah, follow me on Twitter. I'm at no. That's not what we're saying here.
Hey, if you have something to say to the world, what is it? Oh, well, luckily I've been working on something that fits this video exactly. Would you like to hear it?
All right, John Sarasani,
our boy. Alex Stein's buddy.
Banned again. Bert Kreischer's buddy was banned again.
Yes.
From Instagram. Now, he has a backup account, thank God. Yeah. So we still get to hear his message. The backup account is called The Real John Cerasani. Don't accept imitators.
That's not wise, by the way.
There's so many impersonators out there.
Because when the other one comes back, that's the real one.
So stupid.
But he's been banned. This is the second time he's gotten banned in a few months.
Yes.
Now, shame on me. This is bad work. I like to think I put a lot of work into my shows, but this was tell me if you call this lazy. I was scrolling through his Instagram videos in hopes to find the reason. I assumed he made a video like on this page being like, here's why the other page got taken down.
Right.
I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled and scrolled.
The work that Mike puts into this show, guys.
And scrolled
Yep.
and scrolled, and I was still at like November 22nd. And I
He
was
just
like,
puts out way too much content.
he posts like 8 times a day. It's crazy. So if anyone knows the reason he got banned, let me know, because I couldn't find it.
And there's a video coming up that we'll talk about. But for a rich guy who's enjoying his life as much as this guy is, why is he posting videos so much on social media?
It's not like he can have that much time if he's always making business deals, you know?
Right, yeah. All right, well, let's see what he's up to here.
All right, just had lunch with a fellow entrepreneur, Adam from Fire and Sweat Watches. He's the man, but he just shared with me that his daughter and him were celebrating Elmhurst princesses, and they were at a campaway down in Indianapolis. And I go, oh, Elmhurst princesses, yeah, it's daughter and a dad. We go together and that kind of thing. Oh, I go, oh, that sounds something similar. I was in with my daughter. It's called Indian princesses. He goes, oh yeah, it's just Elmhurst princesses now. I go, what do you mean? No, it's the same organization. We just aren't allowed to call it Indian princesses anymore. So Indian Guides is gone too? Yeah, huh. That's something else. So I had my daughter in that as kind of a tribute to the Native Americans, learning shit and spending quality time with my daughter. I thought it was kind of a salute. So who got mad? Did Native Americans get mad about calling it Indian princesses, or did some 35-year-old white lady get mad? I'm really fucking curious. Why the fuck is it just the Elmhurst princesses and the Schaumburg princesses? I want Indian princesses. Actually, I don't really give a fuck, but I'm going to tell you.
Oh.
It's kind of fucking funny, isn't it?
That kind of derailed the entire point he was making.
Yeah.
But it is good to know he found an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience from 2017.
Well, I'm not familiar.
It's just a very old point he's making.
Well, no,
he's
no
like,
shit.
This cancel culture stuff, guys, I think it's gone too far.
Well, okay, so I'm glad, though, that finally both sides can agree on what the problem is. Because we've been talking about this election and getting Trump back in, and the left's upset about that, and they got John Cerasani with cancel culture, and people on the right are upset about that, and everyone's blaming white women. I'm like, yes, yes,
that's fair.
That's fair. Yes, you get it now. It's these white women who are fucking everything. That's the people watching this show, obviously. Not those white women.
It is funny, like the one issue John he had like his own account banned, and the issue he's piping up about is the Indian princess, which, by the way, like Native Americans aren't Indians. I don't get offended by anything. I don't give a shit if that's what you call them, but like,
yeah,
it is technically an offensive term when you consider like we just called them something because we thought they were that forever.
Sure. Yeah.
And also, his daughter's not Indian or Native American. So what is he bitching about?
Well, to your point earlier about how this is something that we've already been through, like, was he have hot takes on the Cleveland Indians or Washington Redskins? Like, yeah. You didn't know this is how things were going? You just figured this out now?
We've all had the debate, and because it affects his daughter, he's like, guys, this is terrible.
And then at the end he goes, hey, shit, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, after all that.
All right, so, of course, even though John is using his second account, haters are finding him somehow.
It's too bad.
But he always gets the upper hand.
These stupid ass haters keep commenting on this account now. It's my backup account. They don't even realize that I had blocked them previously on my main account. They think they're just chiming right in a way like we didn't miss a beat. Listen, buddy, I didn't take 2 months off of posting, pal. You've been blocked. And now you're blocked again. Bye.
How is that an own? You've been blocked again. They're like, yeah, I know. I enjoy fucking with you. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm guessing they probably did know, and they were just continuing to fuck with you.
I think it's very possible that they're like, oh, good, John's over here. I'm not blocked on here. Hey, you cunt. What's up? You know?
Oh, you didn't realize I blocked you. You didn't realize I'm very sensitive.
Yeah, right. I don't even think he understands how social media works, which is wild at this point. He's been on the platform for a long time. All right. This is some production he's got going on right here. This actually is a little callback to what we were talking about earlier on the show.
Yeah.
Here's how you roll a 7 every time at the craps table. You walk up, you grab 2 dice, you blow on them. Then here's the secret trick.
Puck to it. Spit on that thing. You get me?
7, baby.
Wow, timely reference.
Haley, stay away from that man. Hold on to the money you have. This guy could be bad news.
Now, we have not purchased his blackjack pamphlet yet.
No, that's true.
Are there hilarious jokes like that in there that we can enjoy?
Well, we'll never know because they probably flew off the shelves.
Right,
There's no way there's any in stock.
No. Good point. The fuck was that? It's a reference from 5 months ago.
Imagine how the levels of disappointment here, where I thought it was going to be a scam, where he had some foolproof plan to always roll a 7.
Yeah.
And to imagine it was even worse than that.
Yo, I know.
It's Jaleel White saying, did I do that?
I'm with you. I'm like, what's going to be the thing here? Where it's like, does one guy have only 4s, the other one has only 3s? Like, there's got to be something fun that's going on here, right? No.
Joey Lawrence comes out.
He just walked up to a blackjack table that wasn't open at the time. And it's like, oh, I got an idea for a great. He doesn't have dice in his hand.
Right.
So fucking stupid. All right. This is what I was referring to earlier when John brags about his wealth and his lifestyle. And I go, well, how could it be so great if you feel a need to post videos on Instagram all day long, every day? I think he's trying to trick us here.
You know, as I sit here in my multi-million-dollar villa in a tropical place in Mexico with my friends upstairs, my family, some people had to leave a day early, I scroll through these comments on Instagram, and I got one question.
Okay, first off, you know when someone's lying when they give you too many details?
Yeah, why would he mention that?
Guys, I have friends upstairs. I have family upstairs. People who love me are with me right now. You can't hear them. And I'm in a totally different part of the house, but trust me.
We were overbooked, so people had to fly home.
Yeah, and
that's how many people we had.
There was an important business meeting my cousin had to go to, but he was planning on staying, but he couldn't, which I totally get. You know, it's a big meeting. He had to be there.
You might hear the pin drop silence behind me, but I assure you, it is crowded.
Comments on Instagram, and I got one question for a lot of you guys. Why are you so fucking miserable? Do you wake up that fucking way? Now, it's only about 5% of you guys. The other 95% of you guys are here for the right reasons, but you 5%. Do you
What are the right reasons to watch this guy's channel?
To live life to the fullest.
I think it's, in his mind, I think it's to celebrate how awesome he is.
Yeah, that's another
Right?
great reason. Yeah,
Like,
I
that's
just get
the
that.
reason you watch my videos is to tell me I'm amazing and that you wish you had my life and you're jealous. That's
I was starting at the bottom of the top 10. You went right to number 1.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I love that he goes, some people are here are clowning me. Most of you are here for the right reasons.
Yeah. By the way, I got like, if you think of, he probably thinks like Bert Kreischer and Jimmy Kimmel are there for the right reasons.
Of course.
They admitted they're there because they find him very silly. Like they laugh at him.
They're laughing at him. They have more money than him.
Right.
And they're laughing at him.
Yeah.
For acting like he's got all the money in the world.
Somehow.
think you're a good friend? Do you think you're a good colleague, a business associate, a spouse, a father, a mother?
He seems angry. I don't understand why you would make a video like this because you saw some comments that were salty while you're in your Mexican villa with all your friends and family. Like, that wouldn't even occur to me to make a video like this. I'm like, I'm on fucking vacation. I don't need to slap back at the haters.
If you boiled this podcast down to one thing, I really think it's a PSA to teach people one simple rule. This is not the way to handle negative comments on the internet. Believe me, I can be sensitive as well. I'm sure it's frustrating to see things you don't like, especially if someone hits something that you think is really true. But, like, this is not the way to... you don't go, guys, you don't understand. You're making me really mad.
Yeah.
Are you going to stop now?
And I'm going to start calling you guys names in a minute if you don't knock it off. You're kind of ruining my day right now. Is that what you want? Fucking idiot. But he's trying to equate negative comments. Well, you must be a negative person that no one wants to be around. I laugh at jerks for a living, and I'm very pleasant. I'm extremely pleasant all day long.
It comes back to the seething thing.
Yeah.
And now I appreciate it now that I'm one of the seethers. Because
yes.
I've heard Aaron talk about things where I'm like, maybe not me directly, but like in a roundabout way, he's talking about me. And I have a good time talking about Aaron M. Holt. And that's kind of what John's doing here, where he's like, you guys must be furious. When it's just a guy being like, oh, how's the waterfall, John?
Yeah. Nice
well,
waterfall,
you must hate that I have a
douchebag.
waterfall.
You must slap your wife when you get home from work because you're so angry all the time. Like, nope, not at all. Actually having some fun.
Are you a good person at all? You're not. Because you wake up fucking miserable, and when you see people trying to help the world and be positive, you say things like, oh, he must be on fucking cocaine. Or you fucking say that you got so much money you might want to fix your lisp. Or, oh, I'm glad you lost that hand of blackjack. What kind of
But the following things bother me, guys. Making fun of my lisp. Saying that I'm on drugs. Making fun of me for losing at blackjack.
Don't you dare call me a failed football player. I swear to Christ.
And if you bring up that I only had one pass caught when I was at Notre Dame as a tight end, so help me God, I like to pretend I was going to make it in the NFL one day.
And this is why I hate these like self-reflection lessons. Like Stuttering John does this all the time also, where it's like, in their mind, because some of these people are, like some of the people that leave nasty comments online, they probably are miserable people.
Oh, yeah.
A percentage of them.
For sure.
Like that's the percentage of every group is miserable.
Yeah.
They're not going to watch this video, John, which is what I believe that John Cerasani believes, that eventually they'll watch this video and go, oh my God, I'm not living my life. I need to go out and smell the roses. Thank you, John. You've shown me the light.
Right.
It's never going to do that.
Well, Patrick Melton brings this up from time to time, and it's a brilliant point. Guys like John Cerasani, guys who react like this, are feeling their feelings too much.
Right.
This is a very emotional video that he's making. It's not logical in any way. Like you said, he's not going to convert people into thinking like, oh, you know what? You're right. What am I doing on Instagram making shitty comments?
Yeah.
Like, but this guy isn't thinking logically. He's thinking emotionally.
Right. And I've done not this, but like a version of it where like when I first started getting shit on Twitter, I would be like, oh, well, this person misunderstands me. Let me respond. Let me respond and get them to see things my way.
This person misunderstands me. Hey, Hack vs. Anonymous. Why don't you hear me what I have to say about this real quick?
Oh, no, you've got me all wrong.
It's hilarious.
That you got so much money, you might want to fix your lisp. Or, oh, I'm glad you lost that hand of blackjack. What kind of miserable fuck cheers for the casino? You know how miserable you have to fucking be to cheer for the casino to beat a player? There's something wrong with your head, okay? So moving forward as we approach 2025, I wish that each of you guys could look at the world a different way and quit being so fucking miserable. I pray for you guys, actually. Everybody else, let's keep winning.
Aw, thanks, buddy.
They're all winning.
Nice, yeah.
I like the idea that the guy that says, hey, John, why don't you fix your lisp? He is a loser.
Right.
And the guy that says, hey, John, I actually find your lisp endearing. He's a winner.
The thing that John's not understanding here is he goes, who's rooting for the casino? You guys are happy I lost blackjack? Like, the house gets the money. He's like, no, we don't care about the casino. We're just rooting against you. You understand the difference, right?
Come on, Bellagio.
Yeah, I don't have stock. Right. It's fucking idiot.
What I wish is when he was like, people say like, John, why don't you fix your lisp? John, you suck at blackjack. John, I wish the video was just 40 minutes of him listing things.
Yes, all the things that bother him. It's basically what that was, which is great. All right, we got to move on. We're still on Instagram. Psychotic put this in our Discord channel, and it is a bit of a visual, but I don't think you're going to need it, Mike. I think you're going to understand exactly what's going down here.
Not to be dramatic, but I'm pretty sure someone has shot a load into my burger. What is that?
Okay.
Now, what's great about this is it says, yes, the McCum shot. And this woman is opening up the burger and showing the jizz in there, but she's already taken a bite out of it. There's already a bite missing. That's the best part.
Well, that's how I would figure it out. You know,
well, right? Yeah,
I wouldn't notice
exactly.
it.
Like, I've tasted this taste before, but not in the Mickey D's.
Why is this better than usual?
What are you, Cardiff? You prefer a little cum on your burger? So I thought that was fun.
That is, I hate Justin Trudell of the Kirk Minahan show does a lot like where he does like food challenges and ends up vomiting.
Yeah.
There's nothing I hate worse than the sound of working up a vomit. That's tough.
Again, not to keep talking about Richard Christie, but that was one of his gags on the Howard Stern show.
Ugh.
Ain't I a stinker? All right, let's head over to TikTok.
TikTok's a psyop by the Chinese to fuck up the minds of our youth and some other people too. So let's talk quite a lot about these TikTokers we stalk and know. Oh, TikTok fucking blows.
This is from the Hebrew Hammer in our Discord, and this is Gary Busey. And I'm going to go ahead and say is possibly the worst Thanksgiving guest of all time.
Okay.
You know what's good about eating Thanksgiving dinner is when you have hair and you lay it over the plate to get a bite with your fork. The ends of your hair will get in the sauces and the seasonings, and when you go home that night, you can pick your hair up, put it in your mouth, and suck it, and you'll have a midnight snack. Thank you, Thanksgiving.
Was Gary Busey like a good actor that became crazy, or was he always like this?
He had a motorcycle accident.
I knew that, but was he like a good actor, or was he always a little wacky?
Yeah, he's always been a little wacky, but he was a great actor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had a very promising career.
I only know him from Rookie of the Year, I think.
Okay. Yeah, he was in a couple of movies in the late 70s, early 80s.
Okay.
Before he started, like, explaining what words mean because of the letters in them.
That was always a fun bit.
It is a pretty crazy bit.
Yeah.
He always pulls that off pretty well, which I'll give him credit for. All right, let's check out Solar.
If you're a sister man, you know it, clap your hands. If you're a sister man, you know it, clap your hands. If you're a sister man, you know it, and your mask will truly show it. If you're a sister man, you know it, clap your hands.
All right. There is debate in our Discord.
Oh.
When I posted the description of this episode, I always put the link in our Discord. Hey, guys, coming up at 6 o'clock today. Check it out. I mentioned that Solar's going to be in this, and people hate Solar.
Really?
We don't enjoy Solar. We don't find her interesting.
Oh, really?
I have good news. Today's the short one. We only got one.
Yeah.
So don't worry. If you're worried about that, we're not going to bore you with too much Solar. I'm not surprised, by the way. Solar is, when we first met Solar, it was more about all the characters that she is and all the wacky shit that's going on. She's gotten a kind of ornery.
Even I, who am a Solar fan, have done less and less because her videos are very long and a lot of them are the same and arguing over the same thing. So when I find a short one, I still enjoy her. But that's interesting.
I agree. Let's check this out. Let's see what Solar's talking about.
Listen, I'm not going to be saying too much more about this because it makes me seethingly angry.
Oh, interesting.
Well, that's not like you, Solar, really.
That's going around these days.
Usually you're happy-go-lucky. I'm shocked by that. But I should mention, this is Ripley, who's a they, them.
Right.
Is fronting the...
Good, I'm glad we give the proper credit.
The did system right now.
Yeah.
But what I'm gathering from seeing people on my FYP talk about the election is that Vice President Harris did everything right. She ran a fantastic campaign. Historical, actually. Beautiful. Nothing wrong there.
Historically perfect campaign. Wow.
That was the one takeaway.
Wow. Your news sources are spot on and keep going to those only. Great stuff.
Wait, I was going to say, which if she was kidding would be kind of a funny bit. If she was kidding, it actually would have been kind of a hack bit because so many people have discussed how legendarily terrible Kamala Harris's campaign was. So it wouldn't have even been funny if she was being ironic about it.
So they said that she spent $1 billion, but now it's coming out that she spent like $2.5 billion, and she was paying all these people to be on their shows. I mean, it couldn't have been a more poorly run campaign. But all right, whatever. I'm sure it was perfect.
What's wrong is that the American population in general, like obviously the vast majority of us, are pretty goddamn stupid.
Well.
And now, the whole class doesn't get to go out to recess, and it's your fucking fault.
So, we're stupid, but you're equating the election to a punishment you get in second grade.
Also,
but we're stupid.
The Harris campaign winning would have been recess.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This comparison is retarded.
Like we all would have gotten out of our job. Like what is the comparison?
I have no idea what bliss she thought she was going to live through the next 4 years had things been different. Oh,
I hope you get everything you voted for.
Well, that's like the have the day you deserve kind of thing.
A little bit. These two
that's
should
going
team up.
around. Yeah, wow.
Please enjoy 5 seconds of Cowboy so this video's over a minute long.
Not just showing her cat eating.
Thank you.
That was my favorite part is that this like, you idiots that support Trump.
Yeah,
now,
right.
Let me perfectly fit the algorithm so this gets a lot of views.
That's right. Check out my cat. Pretty cute.
You're all babies, but...
All right. This one came from Matt Fish on the Discord server. Again, whoarethese.com is where you want to go to find the link to our Discord server. It's free to join, and we have a channel there devoted to Who Are These Socials. People have a lot of fun posting things that we should check out. I always look at it, and also discussing the show. And I won't play the whole video, but a Southwest Airlines pilot. Now, Southwest Airlines is having some issues these days. And a pilot was on the intercom on the radio talking to the towers, whatever they're communicating with. And this one, I think he didn't want to have this conversation going while that was on.
11 out of 12. There's 12 flight attendants, individual, never the same flight attendant twice. 11 fucking over-the-top, fucking ass fucking homosexuals and a granny. 11. I mean, think of the odds of that. I thought I was in Chicago, which was Partyland. After that, it was just a continuous stream of gays and grannies and grandes. Well, I don't give a fuck. I hate 100% of their asses. So, 6 months I went to the bar 3 times. In 6 months, 3 times. Once with the granny and the fag, and I wish I hadn't gone. At the very end with 2 girls, one of them that was probably doable, but we ended up going to the bar and then to the crew room in St. Louis, and all these 2 women wanted to do was one wanted to berate her sister and the other wanted to bitch about her husband. Literally, for 3 hours, me and the FO. When that was done, 2:30 got back to my room. I'm like, why the fuck did I stay up?
Okay, Web is transmitting, but watch what you're saying.
Friendly.
So they're trying to warn him. He just keeps going on this rant about all the gay flight attendants and the old women. And
Why is that always public? Like anyone could listen to those?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, all right. I
would
didn't know why
imagine.
that would have gotten out there.
Why
like
would that
unless someone
leak
was
like that?
Trying to fuck this guy, but
maybe someone's trying to fuck him. But
that reminded me of Tom Brennan when Tom Brenneman got caught on the hot mic.
Yes,
talking about was it Kansas City? I think.
Well, I don't even know what city it was because it came in and he just goes, "That's the fag capital of the world, right
That's
there."
That's right. Yeah.
And then he's just like, "All right, so coming up, we got a great matchup here, the second game of the doubleheader." And then 6 innings later,
Brenneman was on a couple weeks ago. He does like college football now or something.
Oh, good.
And there's a player named like Castellanos, who's the guy who hit the
Right.
home run in the
yeah.
middle of his apology.
Yep.
And he made a little joke about it. He goes, Castellanos. I know that name.
That's hilarious. Well, that was sad too, because just like, all right, well, I don't know if I'll ever be talking to any of you guys again. So
he was talking about like God and religion.
Oh, really?
Just saying his goodbye.
Oh, yeah. During that 6th inning.
Yes.
When he was informed that he'd no longer be working for the Reds organization.
Yeah.
And he got kicked off of doing football too, poor guy.
Yeah.
I want to hit these real quick. We got Woke Dad coming up. We got a couple of super chats coming in that I want to hit.
Yay, super chats.
We do appreciate the support. We have a lot more people in here now than we did earlier, so I'll just let everyone know that we have the supertip.gg/WATP in place, and we have a brand new character, the Beggy Monster, is now available.
Yes.
When you go
Without
over
my
to
consent.
our... Yes, without Mike's consent. Totally stolen from him. And so go check that out. But first, Reverend Shitstain Powerful Pooper, $5, says, Stuttering John is wasted right now live, making jokes about Shuli Agar molesting little boys at football games. TOA 4th grader. He just called Shuli a child molester. Oh, good. Well, that's probably not against the terms of service.
I might have to check out today's episode then.
That's not against the terms of service of YouTube. John's been doing this a lot, not to get off on John, but real quick.
Yeah.
He wants to do this 24/7 IRL stream. He's talking to Vince about this.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that people are calling him VTM now, Vince the Midget. So he's talking to VTM about setting this up because VTM did this for High Pitch Eric. Didn't end well. But he set up a whole system where it was cameras running 24/7 in the apartment, and High Pitch is freaking out about it. So now they're talking about doing that with John. And I think John is doing some pilot episodes of this because at nighttime he's been going on like eating pizza that Vince sends him or Popeye's chicken. And I guess he's on there now, drunk.
Interesting.
I think he's trying to like see if there's going to be interest around him being wasted on edibles at nighttime. And
he said the other day that he could make a few $100,000 a year doing that, which feels lofty to me, but
I don't know if there's money coming in 24/7.
Yeah, maybe.
If people are watching him sleep and shit, then I don't know, man.
I was worried when you said John was working with a guy that sued him for $12.5 million. I was a little worried for John, but then when you said it ended poorly with High Pitch Eric, I thought, oh, good, no sweat, John will be fine.
This is going to go exactly how you think it's going to go. Carl's Frosted Tips, $2. You can hear airlines on a scanner/online apps. Okay, so those are publicly available apparently.
Okay, That makes sense then.
I mean, police scanners would be more interesting to listen to than pilots, right?
Well, usually.
Air traffic control? Who gives a shit about that?
Unless you get that guy.
Amanda Lynn Nappy coming in.
Hey, you blind F slur. Do you know how traumatized my kids are by your beggy monster? Cease and desist, or I will add you to my lawsuit against Melton. It's child harassment.
Get rid of me that easy, Aaron.
The Peggy Monster is here to stay, I'm afraid.
Always lurking.
Not VTL with $2 says, don't believe everything you heard from JEM, John Edwards Melendez. I'm sorry. I believe everything that John tells me. John is not a liar.
I don't lie. I don't like to lie.
He doesn't like to lie. He's not a liar. So I'm sorry, not VTL. I'm totally with you. All right. Let's talk about some woke dad.
Sitting in my mobile coffee shop,
making videos about my transvestite children for TikTok.
I can't believe that this is a newer video he just posted. Is this what you're telling me, Mike? You sent this over to me.
Yeah, it's has anyone gotten more traction? I'm starting to believe this is actually a story that happened, because every other story he tells once and moves on. But this story he tells quarterly. Like, it's every few months.
Not even, right, yeah. It's pretty often. All right, let's get into it.
I was assaulted by another man in a Walmart bathroom because he thought I was a woman. And yes, I have to address this story in this way because so many people don't understand how things impact them if they don't think things impact them.
All right. Here's my take on this. I think that he thinks this actually happened at this point. He's told this story so many times, he believes it.
I have a slightly different take. Something happened. A guy in a Walmart bathroom called out his shirt.
Right.
He didn't take him and escort him out of the bathroom, but like a version of that story happened. And that's why every day he's not like, guys, remember how I was in a grocery store aisle and the little girl was fingering herself and made me watch and whatever that bullshit story was? Like, he's not repeating all these stories all the time. A version of this one actually happened. And that's why he's like, can you believe it? This one's real.
Mike, I just took a sip of my drink when you said the little girl fingered herself. I almost did a spit take over my computer. I was not ready for that.
Well, I'm paraphrasing. It was something like that.
Oh, I wanted to ask you a question. You just reminded me because I was going to say you can't see this, but I almost just did a spit take. Casey Day constantly says, Mike, you can't see this. Is he doing that on purpose?
That's where...
Is that a bit now?
I thought that's where we noticed it, because the reason I noticed it is because someone said, Karl does this a little, Casey does this a lot. And I was like, oh yeah, they do both do that.
He does it every time. And as soon as you pointed it out to me, I stopped doing it. I'm like, oh yeah, what am I doing? I don't have to say that.
No, Casey does it fairly often.
Casey Day, every time he's producing Blind Mike Project, he goes, now, Mike, you can't see this, but what's going on?
I think now, because we did mention it, so I think now it might be like a
He's
joke.
leaning into it? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
I should actually text him and ask.
Yeah.
I also got to text him. I've been meaning to text him because it was announced. I don't know how he's going to feel about this, but maybe he can be a part of it.
Ooh.
Shuli announced that him and Adam Bush are going to start doing an Eric the Actor show. Did you hear that? I know, like this fucking guy.
I mean, good for them.
I'll give Shuli credit. He knows way more than most people about Eric. He is
and it's just funny.
Whack Pack Wrangler, but that is very funny.
I say go check out Hackride, hackridethedemon.com.
Yes.
He
does an Eric the Midget show. He's been doing it for a long time.
For months. Yeah.
And transphobia doesn't just... Things impact them, and transphobia doesn't just impact people in the trans community, it also impacts people in the cis community, and hate impacts all of us.
Okay, whatever. All right, so Dan had a big day recently. Let's all get excited for Dan's birthday.
That, by the way, that you just played was honestly such, like, woke dad horse shit. I thought you were playing a super chat.
No, I know, right? It might as well have been. It's
It sounds like AI now to me.
buzzwords and catchphrases. You're like, oh, yeah, okay, all right.
My 21st birthday is having its 21st birthday today. I'm 42 years old,
Ooh,
and sometimes...
birthday, bitch!
Hey, what are we doing?
He's got a sash on.
Ooh, let's do brunch. I'm thinking brunch.
Should any man... By the way, John Cerasani also had a video. Birthday buddies, these two.
Fuck off.
Sarasani had a video. It was just too long. But he was like, guys, today... I think it was December 3rd. He's like, guys, today's December 3rd. It's your boy's birthday.
Ugh. You know
guys
who
are in
else
your
does
40s.
that? You know who else does that is John Melendez.
Oh, God.
Every October 4th, I think it is, he has to get on and be like, hey, guys, how about everyone gives me money? It's my birthday, huh?
I've been on air in some form or fashion most of my birthdays in the last 5 years.
Yeah, me
and
too.
I pray, like on Kirk's show, I pray no one calls and mentions it. Like, I don't want anyone to notice.
Yeah, no, of course not. It's
because I'm an adult.
I had to show my ID at Wegmans today. And I'm not even close to my birthday.
Look
it
at
is
you.
this month. But the cashier goes, oh, happy birthday in a little bit. I'm just like, okay. Fuck.
Listen, lady, I'm going to come back in a couple weeks so you can say that
Yeah,
again.
2 weeks away. Gives a shit.
As parents, we forget to show our kids how often we screw up.
Yeah.
What do I mean by that? Because that's a pretty vague description of the world that we live in. Well,
like when he interviews himself.
Doesn't matter.
That wasn't a description of the world that we live in. It's just, he's getting so stupid.
It wasn't a description of anything, but
No,
maybe your home, I guess.
Guys, we don't show our kids that we make mistakes enough. Now, look at that might not seem specific enough. No, we get it. It's fine.
Yeah. That's the main problem in Israel, I think.
Right, yes.
No matter how many times I create art, I had to fail 1,000,000 times in order to be successful. It doesn't matter how many times I've made mugs. I had to throw a bunch of them away in order to make mugs that were the quality that I wanted to make them. It doesn't matter.
He thinks he's a great artist.
It's also incredibly wasteful.
Well, no. Hold on. I got to talk about this. I've seen his art.
Yeah.
His art is garbage. He uses all of the colors, and then he'll write a phrase like "trans lives matter" or whatever he writes.
You're actually right. It's been a couple weeks since we've done the show, so I don't blame you for forgetting. Don't you remember that even his child said it was good art? Even a harsh
trans
critic.
kid said it was amazing. This guy thinks he's a fucking artist. You would think he was Barry Bonds talking about his rookie season. Like, I learned a lot from that, and I don't strike out as much anymore. I'm more patient at the plate. It's like, what are you talking about? You're not known as an artist or a guy who makes mugs.
It reminds me of when Michael Scott presented Jim and Pam with a painting for their wedding gift, and it looked like a child drew it.
Yeah, right.
So I think of Daniel Alexander's art.
Yes.
How many relationships I've been in, the relationship didn't work because it wasn't the person I was supposed to be with, and it didn't work. And
Oh, that's a shot at the mom.
It was their fault.
Oh, he's bitching about his ex again. I love when he bitches about his ex.
I do like that.
That's
Daniel,
always fun. She's a narcissist. She sucks.
It was all her.
I have a feeling this will be played in court, this TikTok that we're watching right now.
I made a mistake, and I had to move on, and I had to do better. And so often we try and shelter our kids from the hard stuff, from learning the lessons the hard way, that we forget to show them that we make mistakes. We make a lot of mistakes, and that's part of the learning process. Every success is built on the backs of 1,000,000 different failures. And as a 42-year-old man, I made a lot of failures in my life, but I love the life I live today. I have the best partner. I have the best kids. I love my mobile coffee shop. My job is amazing. I love building this art studio that's going to support kids in vulnerable communities.
Oh, I hope you love building it because you're going to be doing it the rest of your life. This is never going to get done, this project.
I like the example of mistakes that would teach his children a lesson. Dad, what are all these mugs doing in the carpet? You get out of there! It's none of your business.
You two aren't the only mistakes I've made in my life.
I love my stepkids. I love the life
Now,
I live.
I didn't
But I had to-
know. I've never heard him say stepkids.
Yeah, that was new to me too. And apparently his, he lives with his girlfriend. She has 2 kids.
Okay.
And he has 2 kids. I assume he sees his stepkids more than he sees his kids. But
Do we know that they each have 2 kids?
Okay. There's a guy, record lover on Discord, who also is woke.dad on TikTok.
Okay.
Who's getting pretty deep. He's getting it deep. He's
it.
giving out a lot of information about this guy.
Oh, well, listen,
I'm not asking for that. I'm not asking for any personal information, but I'm learning, I guess is what I should say, yes.
Okay, because the only reason I asked that is I just had the thought, holy shit, is there a chance that the kids he's been talking about aren't his biological children?
Oh, okay. So people were asking that in the Discord, and record lovers like, no, he definitely has these 2 kids. Because they're like, wouldn't it be amazing if he doesn't even have kids? Like, no, he definitely has these 2 kids. Okay. Definitely with his ex-wife. But what I'm wondering, though, because he's never brought up the stepkids before until now.
Yeah.
Is it possible that one of them is LGBTQ, or they're thinking about
They finally converted them?
Right, like they're finally becoming people that he would acknowledge in his life. When are you going to turn gay, huh? He's like, I'm sorry, stepdad, I'm not gay yet. I'm sorry.
Steppapa, I'd like to eat at the dinner table, please.
Not until you're gay. You get out there and suck a dick, and then you're my son.
We throw the slop on the floor for you straights.
Yes. Watch this Destiny video. Can't you do that? No son of mine.
Live all of those mistakes in order to get there. So even though I don't want my kids to learn the hard way, they have to know that sometimes it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to move on.
Okay.
Poor Daniel, tortured by his pile of mugs.
Speaking of woke dad, he posted, I guess, so he follows the Great Start Coffee Cart on Facebook.
Okay.
And it's amazing how much the Great Start Coffee Cart posts about, posts about the art studio and shit that has nothing to do with coffee. But this is crazy to me because he talked about his mugs there. And I didn't realize that he's like, takes all this pride in making these mugs.
Mm-hmm.
So this TikTok video, I got to pause because he's playing some music on there. But here is a post from Facebook. It says, if you're looking for a great gift for the coffee lover in your house, I just made these 30 mugs. They're going to be completed and ready by Monday, December 9th. He's got a photo of these mugs. They look like shit. They're not even symmetrical. He says, I'm going to offer a mug of choice, a bag of my house blend coffee, and 1 free drink coupon for $50.
Ooh.
Mike.
Yes.
50.
Yeah.
Dollars.
It's pretty good.
What? Have you bought a mug before?
I don't understand. It's 1 free drink coupon for $50?
No,
That's
you get the
odd
mug.
phrasing.
You get the mug.
No, but like the phrasing of the 1 free drink coupon is strange to me.
Yeah, it says, and a 1 free drink coupon.
Oh, I got you. Okay. I was thinking the coupon was redeemable for $50 worth of... I got you.
No.
Okay.
No, this is some wacky stuff.
Yeah, that's an interesting giveaway. I'm starting to think this art studio isn't
It's
real.
not a giveaway. It's $50 fucking dollars. He's selling this shit.
Yes, but think of all you're getting. You're really coming out on top. You're losing money not doing this.
If you watch Steel Toe, $20 gets you a $50 gift card to Stoney's. That's
Also
a deal.
pretty good.
That's a giveaway.
I could peruse Midland Armory for this
Yeah,
kind of
right. That's what I mean. This is outrageous. He's charging $50 for these things. I was just so shocked he's out there going, guys, I made a lot of mistakes, but I wouldn't be the amazing mug creator and artist that I am today. No one knows you as those things, idiot.
It's also like you said that he mentioned, like, I'm not going to show the kids in the art studio.
Right.
I'm not even asking for that.
No.
It's a little weird, but I don't want that.
Nope.
I want him to say the art studio is done.
Yes.
And people are using it.
Right.
At least come up with that lie.
And you know what would be great? Show me something that the kids made.
Right.
It doesn't have to be your kids. It could be, it could be a cripple that walks in there or a Latino or whatever you consider to be marginalized groups. One of those people goes in there and does a painting or something.
Sorry, kids. People voted mine better. I don't know. It keeps happening.
Could you imagine just putting polls up? I I win again.
Whose hand turkey is better?
All right, here's another TikTok video that you called powerful stuff.
It really is.
You will never convince me that it's about protecting women in bathrooms when you vote for a rapist. Doesn't matter what you say. Your argument holds no validity. End of story.
Wow.
Is that what the R stands for on the ballot? I always thought it meant Republican. No, I guess I didn't realize that's what the R is.
I like those, though, when he's like, let me just be real with you for a moment. Like, he's using a tone that kind of indicates, like, I'm going to say something different than I usually do in my regular videos.
Yeah.
It's just the same horse shit.
Well, also, the fact that he's calling Donald Trump a rapist, is he going to get Sonny Hostin on to retract these statements at some point? Like, you can't you can't defame someone like that. Slander is what you're doing here.
Right.
This guy was never convicted of anything. Idiot.
Poor Daniel.
Poor Daniel. All right. This one's ridiculous. Woke Dad posted this one as well.
I was worried we weren't going to get a lie this week. I thought it was all going to be political rhetoric.
Here's a made up story. And there's a reason why he made up this story, too.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
I had a guy just come up to me and say, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you are incredibly handsome. And I know exactly why he laid in that disclaimer because...
Was it Destiny? I know I've used that too many times, but...
I hope you're not insulted by this, but your penis looks gigantic.
Look,
you're just so suckable.
I don't mind if a man tells me he likes my eyes or my girth or the taste of my semen. I'm like, yeah, listen, it's fine. We're all men here.
Who would take that as he calls it misogyny, which is a little weird. I think he means homophobia.
Right.
But my first thought would not be like if a guy came up to me and said, I hope you don't mind, but I just think you're so handsome. My first thought would not be, oh, this is a gay guy hitting on me.
Right.
My first thought would be like, am I being filmed? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Daniel is like, well, it's 1:30, right on cue. Someone thinks I'm adorable. That's perfect.
Of course you do.
I had a guy just come up to me and say, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you are incredibly handsome. And I know exactly why he laid in that disclaimer because misogyny is rampant and I'm just a straight dude. But I'm not going to take that as an insult. I'm not going to let it question my masculinity, you know.
Who would take that as an insult? No, I've never been told I'm handsome, so I don't know what this is like. I'm just saying. So someone just like, fuck you.
That's what I mean. Like, I wouldn't take it as an insult or misogyny or whatever he calls it.
Yeah.
I would think they're fucking with me. Because I have an ounce of humility.
You know, a woman walks up to another woman and says, you are absolutely stunning, you're beautiful, nobody thinks anything of it. But the second that a man walks up to another man and says,
let's talk about these women some more. So wait, what happened?
Talk slower, Dan.
Yeah, what was this chick wearing?
Hold on. I'm a little confused. Is this some like Andrew Tate shit? He's like, women can say whatever the fuck they want, but the second the boys getting involved.
Good point. It's crossing over.
that he's handsome and people's butts pucker for whatever reason, and I don't think that should be a thing.
Why were you thinking about buttholes while this was going on?
This is homophobic.
That's a weird thing to think about. It's just like, yeah, some guy told me I'm handsome, but the first thing I thought about was my butthole.
This is way more homophobic. If a guy was like, "Hey, you're looking good today," I'd be like, "Oh, thanks, man." I get or I'd be like, "That's weird," or whatever my reaction would be.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be like, "All right, Mike, protect your asshole. Act like everything's cool."
It's entirely flattering. I'm completely in a committed, loving relationship. She is the love of my life. I am a straight guy, but I am not going to take it as an insult when another man comes up to me and tells me that he thinks that I'm handsome. I'm going to take it as a compliment. That's what it was intended to be. And if we could all get past our insane, toxic masculinity long enough to take a look at the world, maybe the world would be a better place.
To quote Always Sunny, who versus? Who are we versus here? Why?
Right.
Who is he against?
Right. Who's this lesson for? And also, I know why he made this video and made up this story.
Okay.
He wanted to say that he's good looking.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, could you imagine if you got a compliment from someone and then you made that video about it?
Run to TikTok, guys.
Yeah,
a boy called me handsome today.
What the fuck? I get notes from people every day, and some are complimentary, some are not. I don't go on my show and go, you should see what A-Rod28 said about me on Patreon today. It's a weird thing to do.
If someone like super chatted the Blind Mike project and said I was handsome, I think we'd spend 40 minutes investigating that person.
Right, yeah.
What's their deal?
There's some questions.
Find their IP address.
Guys, we have a huge announcement coming up. I know we're running long. Huge announcement, but real quick.
Yay, super chats.
Because I have to get this up here to promote. Christian Blatt, the Blattcast, $5 says, this Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, maybe, Blind Mike will, tentatively, join Who Are These Broadcasters to update Eric Zane on all things steel toe, hopefully.
I didn't know I agreed to this Tuesday.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, because the way you wrote that, poor Blind Mike, he filled in for me on the creep off. He came on this little biggie. He's been working overtime for us.
I'm always here.
It's crazy. I mean, you might as well be at this channel.
I hang around outside of the Who Are These Podcasts YouTube channel.
Seriously.
Yeah, I think Tuesday should. Well, we'll see. But yeah, you know what? Okay. Exactly how Christian said it. Maybe, tentatively.
Maybe, hopefully, tentatively. Okay, perfect. So check out Who Are These Broadcasters? It's every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern on this very channel. And, of course, you can always subscribe to the podcast and listen to the Audible version of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what else people are saying in the super tip system. Derek, $3 says, who uses the bathroom at Walmart? Gross. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's a big part of that. But
it's a very good point. Yeah. Oh, here comes Anonymous has got one for us here.
30 minutes to reach the goal, and we have a special guest release the Beggy Monster.
Oh, no. Hey, man, thanks for having me on. How you doing?
Me money. Give me money. Money me. Money now. Me a money needing a lot now. PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants.
You know, I'm a mythical begging monster who exists only to plead for pennies. And even I think you are pathetic.
What, you gonna cry like Johnny? Hey, who wants to pay me to kick Beggy crutches here from the show?
All right. That is brilliant, because now Beggy Monster is a guest on the show, and he's embarrassed. That's brilliant.
And he can watch Aaron closely. He kind of sounds like Salad Fingers, which is how I imagined it. I like that.
Yeah, like I said, I think he's capturing the essence
of
the Beggy Monster perfectly. But that was very well done from Anonymous. I like how Beggy Monster evolved in the Blind Mike project in the course of the 30 minutes you covered it, or hour and a half, whatever it was.
I'll be like leaning over to people at the theater in the Beggy Monster movie being like, this isn't exactly how it went down. Like, they got a lot of this wrong.
Or you could be like Pee-wee at the end of Big Adventure, where they're like, don't you want to watch this movie? He's like, I don't have to, I lived it. Like,
that's right.
You invented this shit. You don't need any more. All right. We have a huge announcement for a fine young lady who has made it big thanks to us.
I fucked your mom. You're done. You're done. Uppercut, chicken and crackers. Want it up? I'm gonna need you to put the ranch down.
If you don't know about this, listen up. Big news in the Baylen Dupree Baylen verse.
I am so incredibly grateful for all of you guys, for the support and for I'm pregnant and I'm breastfeeding.
That is a big announcement.
Incredible amount of support and love that I've gotten from you guys that has been able to make this happen.
Why would you be pregnant and breastfeeding?
I was wondering. I was trying to work my way around that. But.
She might want to read a book or something, figure out how biology works. But okay.
I have been sucking penis for a living.
Also, big news. Yeah, good for you, Baylen. I'll be making a trip. I know where my next vacation's going to be now.
How much?
Oh, my God. She would chop down. Oh, my God. I can't even imagine. She'd be the worst.
Holding a secret close and dear to my heart for a very long time. I'm pregnant and I'm breastfeeding. God damn. Vicus has AIDS.
A lot of big news in this TikTok.
Baylen Out Loud
Yeah.
will premiere on January 13th, 9 p.m. Eastern on TLC.
This is so exciting. Baylen has her own TV show on TLC. Baylen Out Loud. It's happening.
TLC just has their ear to the ground for any freaks of any kind.
There's a woman who eats her couch. There's 600-pound people.
The two-headed girl.
Yeah. Now,
Shauna Ray.
And now Tourette's women. But she's got her own show coming to TLC. And I'm glad they discovered her. I like to think that Mike and I helped in that discovery process,
Absolutely.
obviously.
It would be wise of TLC to watch this program, actually, to find people to give shows to.
Right. That's a good point. We find a lot of these people.
Yeah.
They're also going like, we missed Daniel Larson. Fuck.
Well, yeah.
Damn it.
Shooting star.
I'm so excited for everyone to watch it
You should be.
and to meet my family and to know a little bit more about me and my life. I love you all so much. So fucking incredibly much.
Whoa,
This
language.
would not have happened without you guys, and I'm incredibly grateful for the amount of effort and kindness and everything that's been put into this.
All right,
There's
wrap it
just
up,
so
Baylen.
much heart, and I'm so incredibly grateful that I'm able to spread more awareness, because that's the most important thing to me.
Well, the most important thing to TLC is the size of your breasts. But I mean,
Yeah.
the Tourette's is great too. I mean, don't get me wrong. We want to spread awareness, but
I don't think I've seen some of the stuff TLC has done. I don't think they're looking to spread awareness, to be
no,
quite
no. That's
Fully
not what
taking
they're
advantage.
concerned about at all. Right? Exactly. Like, are you also a hoarder? No. Okay, check that off.
No, that's fine. It would have been great if you were, but
Yeah.
whatever. It's no big deal.
You're not addicted to meth, are you? God damn it.
And what it up? And through this TV show, it's going to be even more than I've already imagined.
She's getting teary-eyed.
Stay tuned. Save the date. January 13th, 9 p.m. Eastern. Baylen Out Loud premieres on TLC.
I'm gonna have a party at my house for that. By the way,
I think we might have to do a wrap-up show. For
yeah.
this.
That's a great call. Yes, let's do that.
Yeah.
We could do a watch-along or a wrap-up show or both. That's that brilliant idea. But Mike, I actually have a hot take on this.
Okay.
It was the first thing I thought of when I found out this news earlier this week. Trucker Andy and his brother sent me a text as soon as they knew about it. They always know about the entertainment industry.
Yes.
And I went, oh, remember a few months ago, Baylen was cured of swearing. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, she still has all these tics. She can't help herself. She's got an uncontrollable urge at all times, as Devo would say. But for some reason, she stopped swearing around the time that I imagined the contract was signed to start doing a TV show for TLC.
That's not a bad theory, but I will say this. TLC is a network that I feel like would actually like the constant bleeps.
I don't think so.
No?
I think that was the things that she was saying. I think that they were like, this is too far.
Oh, you know, that's not bad.
It's
Where
not
like,
just swearing.
She couldn't say, like, a tick can't be on TLC baby dicks.
Right.
I imagine.
Yes. I mean, there was a lot of
That's
things she
very
says
interesting.
that are outrageous. Even with the bleeps, you're like, whoa, what did she say? So I think that this proves she's faking it.
Wow, that's very interesting. That's not bad. That's a good theory.
Seriously, it all makes perfect sense because her funniest tics were the ones swearing. We stopped covering her for a while because she stopped swearing.
We'll see. We'll see if Baby Dicks comes back out or anything like that. I fucked your mom. If any of that slips out, then we'll know. Then we'll know for sure.
It won't, Mike. It won't.
Wow, that's interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on that. That's very astute.
Yes, I'm studying her, as you know.
But yes, I think you're
not
passing
just
with
her-
flying colors.
Not just her measurements, but I study other things about her as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that's my take on it. But either way, very excited for Baylen. Can't wait for the TV show. We'll be glued to it. We'll have to make plans around that. And because we played that, I want to wrap things up with Psychotic sent this in the Discord channel. There is another Tourette's girl out there. This is Chris Mew is a Tourette's girl, and she has a very interesting catchphrase
Okay.
that she goes to quite often.
I've lived with Tourette syndrome for over 21 years, and I'm not okay right now. Ever since fall started, I got raped. It was fucking funny. Ever since fall started, my tick frequency has picked up. I got raped. It was fucking funny. I had a kind of like a low kind of tick somewhere. The frequency has picked up ever since fall started, and I got this clicking tick. I got raped. It was fucking funny. It's hard to get a sentence out because I have this stupid click coming out of my mouth.
All right.
Anyway, I've been thinking about this clicking tick.
All right, have you heard enough?
Jesus Christ.
It's a lot. I know. It's
I will say, you know what? Finally nice to end the stigma around rape. You know, finally we can have a good laugh at it.
It was funny. We all had a good time.
That is good. I like
that. That is a pretty crazy tick right there. That is
Anthony
edgy.
Jeselnik and Mark Maron would have a real problem with this.
oh yeah. There's a real victim here. We can't have that. Did you watch Anthony's special?
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw him when he was warming up for us. I saw the special already, but you don't remember the jokes. So I watched it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, he's very funny.
He's a very funny guy. He's a brilliant joke writer with the misdirects. And I want to talk to you offline about this. I don't want to spoil it for other people. I think I figured out the formula.
Oh yeah.
You know, like everyone always says, they're just like, Anthony just like he sets it up so like you try to guess what the punchline is going to be.
Right.
And you can't guess it because he's always zigs when you zag.
Yeah.
I think I figured it out after watching the special.
I have clips ready for Sunday's show. The Legion of Skanks finally reacted to Anthony shitting all over like Tony and these guys.
Oh, good. Okay.
And they kind of point this out where Dave Smith made a joke where it's like, it seems like Anthony likes his grandma, but ooh, wait, he murdered her. We didn't see that coming. Yeah, so they make fun of that a little bit as well.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't the only one to figure this out, but
yeah, I like Anthony. It's just like there is I still think he's very funny, but there is an element of fake edge. So like, don't act like you're the edgelord that can tell other people how to do comedy, you know?
And you've been covering this on the Blind Mike Project, so that's why we're not really explaining what we're talking about right now. But basically, Anthony Jeselnik has a real problem with Joe Rogan and other big podcasters, probably Theo Vaughn, and he's talking about Bobby Lee.
Schultz.
He doesn't like these guys who were platforming Trump. He's one of these people with Trump derangement syndrome who thinks that the world is going to end now and that it was a disservice to mankind that you would allow this man to be a person on a podcast.
I get his point a little bit. Like, if you're a comic, you should be fucking with him. But then it's like, well, that Theo Vaughn did. You know?
Oh, yeah. Theo Vaughn definitely was just Theo Vaughn on that show. And Joe Rogan was Joe Rogan. That's what Joe Rogan does.
Exactly.
Joe Rogan asked about space aliens and JFK. Like, yeah, that's what I want to know, too. Thank you. Right. Thank you for asking that.
And the hilarious part to me was like, well, then if you're having serious conversations on a podcast, then you're a podcaster, not a comedian. Well, Anthony, you sound pretty serious.
He was
and
serious
where are you saying this?
He's serious on every show he's going on, every podcast. He's being very serious. Yeah.
And he's using Rogan to get clicks for his special, is really what I think.
Yeah. I think that's definitely true, but he's also...
But he's funny, so I don't
really alienating himself.
Yeah.
Anyway. But Anthony Jeselnik's special is great. Check it out. He's very funny. Great joke writer. We have some voicemails coming in.
This is for Who Are These Socials. Love you, love the show. KFP here. Listen to the board game show and listening to Rosie with her nuts and swirls. I think Trump losing and winning again has made it that much better. It's literally broken these celebrities because they never thought in a hell's chance on earth that he would ever be president again. And well, here he is. And you know what? It makes my heart happy. All right, very good. Hey, have a good day. Hey, Carl, give Mike ones and tell him they're hundreds. He'll never know. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. They all feel
Keenan
the same.
Bank? You son of a bitch.
They all feel the same. Can I do that on Venmo? I'm not sure. I'll look into it. Thank you. It's good advice.
Hi, Carl. I've got a message for Who Are These Socials this time. Let me just obviously start by saying everyone should go to thecreepoff.com and vote for Karl.
Yes.
I actually have an original joke that I made on my own, and seeing as Blind Mike is something of a connoisseur of comedy, he can maybe, rate this, dissect it, etc. Anyway, I went to the doctor about my ballooning weight issues, and he told me it was because of my wanton consumption. Well, it shows what these so-called experts know, doesn't it? I don't even like Chinese food.
I don't know if I get it. What consumption?
Wonton.
I know what a wonton is, but what's it supposed to be?
Wanton consumption would be like...
Oh, want and consumption.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think the accent hurt him.
All right, so you're giving that an 8, a 9?
I think the accent hurt him. If I understood it, I think
best joke of the year. Is that what you're saying?
I'll say this: I love jokes like that. I just misunderstood it.
Gotcha.
So I think I would have loved it if I got it.
All right. Do this, Boner Guy 69. Call back. Do that joke again. Deliver it better. We'll act like we didn't know where
Get rid
it
of
was
that
going.
fucking accent, you freak. Just kidding, sir.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal guy. TheCreepOff.com.
Hey, Karl, I heard we're ragging on Mike this week, so I wanted to get back to you with the Blind Mike drinking game. Anytime he does the Anthony Cumia all right, you take a drink, or if he uses any silly mid-century language, take a drink as well. If I come up with any more rules, I'll let you know, and we can continue to bag on Mike into the next week. All right, have a good one. Love the show. Skull.
Do I do the first one often enough?
I got one. I don't think so, because I do that too.
Yeah.
But I got one for you guys.
Let's hear
How about when Mike goes, okay, what's next? Okay,
do
Craig.
I do that a lot?
Okay, Craig, what's next?
On Why Are You Laughing? Yes.
That's always the segue into the next clip.
That's a big one, but I feel like I have a few other. People have pointed them out, but I always forget them, which is not good.
God.
That's why I keep doing them.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about crutch words and phrases.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I do want to play. I was thinking about inviting you on for this one, and maybe a couple other people. I want to do like we did with Richard Ojeda, but with Stuttering John, a drinking game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Mike, I will turn into Electrify.
And with this one,
Stuttering
John has
one.
so many.
Yeah,
that I want to invite a bunch of people, and like you can tap, and we'll see who the last man standing is.
That's what I mean. This
Yeah.
is going to be like that scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark, where they're just doing the drinking contest or just doing shots, and the big guy just falls over. That's going to be me.
Yeah,
watching Stuttering John. I'm just going to keel over. I'm like, come on, you still there? His camera's on. I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. He was in the bathroom. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, I would do that. And Mike, I'd love to come back on Blind Mike Project sometime. So don't hesitate to ask me.
All right.
Because we do bring you over here for a lot of different things all the time. And I appreciate that. Great episode with Vinny on the Creep Off this week.
Yes. Yeah, that's always fun to do that. I especially like when I don't have to do anything. When he just does the scum parade.
Dude,
I can sit
so
back and relax.
you called me out because I'm in there in the chat and I'm messaging you guys. And Mike goes, well, wait a second. If Karl's in the chat, why couldn't he just do the show?
Yeah.
Because I put in fucking hours and hours of prep into that show. That's why. I'm on vacation. Jesus
That's fair.
Christ.
That's fair.
I was just like, really? Do you just show up to your show with nothing prepared?
I couldn't.
Right. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. So, God damn it. Mike, you are a pleasure to converse with, and
Likewise.
people should go to blindmike.net.
Thank you. Yes, Sunday at 10 a.m. we'll be live. We'll be talking about that Legion of Skank stuff I just mentioned. Maybe do a little more of the Hawk Tuah stuff, even though we covered it today. But we have a lot more. Andrew Schultz. There's some Stuttering John stuff I wanted to get to. So a bunch of stuff to cover on Sunday. Tukey was just on Why You Laughing. Check that out. He was great to have on because he loves Ron and Fez, you can tell. And he added a lot of insight and information. So he was great to have on. People are enjoying that. If you want to go check it out. And subscribe on YouTube or Patreon, I guess. Thank you.
All right. Very good. And of course, whoarethese.com is where you can go to get all your things. Who are these podcasts? Who are these socials? Who are these broadcasters? Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts to those shows, as well as the Creep Off. They're all free. They all show up on your player, your podcast player, and you can listen to those. And of course, the YouTube channel is where we do these shows live every Thursday at 6 p.m. You can watch along with us at Who Are These Socials, like Big Fan does for $2. Says SJ is giving weight advice. Delusional. Go Dolphins.
Hurry up. I got to go watch this.
Listen, I agree that he's delusional, but go Dolphins? I don't know about that.
Well, that's ridiculous. Of course,
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Bills, 5th year in a row. The divisional champs.
It's all used to be ours.
Right, yeah, I know. It was a long time ago now, it feels like, doesn't it?
I know.
But tonight is the real game that we got to watch. That is the Lions and the Packers. Should be a good one. Go Lions.
No root for the Lions.
Jason Bark says, go Lions.
Hell yeah.
I'm with you on that. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the viewers and the listeners. And Mike, what do you say at this point?
Have the day you deserve, everyone.
Anyway, social media, I'll catch you later, man.
Who are these socials?
That's what this audience wants to hear. Like, whoa!
Who are these socials?
I'm the one who should apologize. Folks, what you were about to see is real.
With Karl.
Okay, we got it.
And Blind Mike.
Who could have thought of that?